Hey there, I'm Daisy Whitney reporting for Beat TV. I'm here at Facebook headquarters and I just had the chance to sit down and talk to Ethan Beard, who heads up platform partnerships for Facebook. And this is going to be the first in a series of interviews with him. In this one, he talked about integrating with Facebook and how media companies are doing that. So Ethan, since you did the CNN Facebook integration for the inauguration, can you walk us through some of the partnerships that you've done with media companies over the last year?
Sure. So thanks for having me here. We were really excited when CNN was one of our first partners to adopt the live stream and really help users who are watching the inauguration share that experience with their friends. And really what we're looking to do with Facebook Connect is allow our partners, which are websites of all different sizes, integrate the social graph and make their experience more social by letting Facebook users bring their friends with them. And so the CNN inauguration was really just one of the first steps, but really across the board, broadcasters and media companies of all different shape and size, from the Huffington Post to ABC to CBS to NBC, are using things like the live feed widget, which we created, which allows in real time allows users to share their thoughts and express their feelings and see what their other friends are thinking about the live event that they're watching. But we also have things such as enabling media sites to let a user comment on a story and share that comment with their friends, or even just take any given story, whether it's a photo or a piece of or a text story or video, and share that back with their friends on Facebook. So really making the media experience more engaging, as well as wrapping it up with Facebook and with their friends there.
So how does Facebook Connect work? Is that essentially what allows your media partners to kind of have a little piece of Facebook that lives on their sites and then integrates back into somebody's profile?
Yeah, so if we take one step back and if we think about what Facebook is doing, so Facebook, our mission is to give people the power to share and make the world more open and more connected. And so there are a couple of things that are going on there. You know, Facebook started as a world where you connected just with your friends and you really did it just on Facebook. And then we built some core experiences on top of that that really took off. Photo sharing, for example, on Facebook is extremely popular. But if you think about the kind of the middle part of our mission, which is making the world more open, we don't believe that all of the sharing and connecting of the world needs to take place strictly on Facebook.com. So we launched Facebook Connect, which really extends the social graph and the social experience far beyond what's going on just on Facebook. And so using Facebook Connect, our partners can actually add a social experience into whatever website that they're managing and creating. And so it's really, it's a suite of tools and technologies that allow them to make their experience more social. From a user's perspective, basically it looks like this. When you come to a site, when you come to CNN or you go to the Huffington Post or you go to JibJab, you bring your Facebook friends with you, you bring your profile with you, and you bring your friends with you. And in doing that, you can see what your friends are doing on that site and share your activity with them.
Now, some of your more notable recent partnerships are Huffington Post and TVGuide.com, for instance, which we're interested, obviously, as media companies. What are you doing with them exactly? And how is it going? Any stats you can share?
It's going great. So we launched Facebook Connect a little over a year ago. And since then, we have about 60 million people a month that use Facebook Connect in some way on our partner websites. We reach about 50% of the ComScore top 100 that are using Facebook Connect. So the growth has been fantastic, and we continue to see additional growth. Really, how sites are using Facebook Connect really depends pretty specifically on what the site looks like. So let's just take those two examples of TV Guide and Huffington Post and dive a little deeper into what they're doing to make this experience more social. So on TV Guide, for example, the previous world of how you understand what's going on in TV and what listings look like, it was the grid, right? The kind of infamous grid that's now gotten a little out of control as it's gotten very, very tall with 500 or 700 channels and things like that. And so what this TV Guide is able to do is, for Facebook users who come and log in using Facebook Connect, you can see what your friends are watching, what your friends' favorite shows are, which is really the same view into TV Guide, but it's a view through the lens of your friends, right? Which is a really interesting and kind of socially relevant way to look at that sort of content. So that's one interesting example. The Huffington Post, obviously being a news site and being a blogging site, kind of takes a different approach. And what they look to do is help you understand what stories your friends are reading and what stories your friends find interesting on the site. So as you browse through the site, it's very easy for you to see what stories your friends are finding interesting, and also share interesting stories with your friends.
Now, are these partnerships increasing traffic to those sites or interaction back on Facebook? Anything you can share in that regard?
Yeah, the question is why would a site, like what are they looking for? Why would they adopt Facebook Connect? And so the reason that sites are adopting Facebook Connect is really a couple of different things. First off, it's a lift in engagement. So by making the page social, by seeing what your friends are doing on the page or on the site, you spend more time on the site, right? So you view more pages, you have greater time spent per visit. Additionally, there's increased traffic in the sense that when users share information back to with their friends on Facebook, it generates stories on Facebook, and each one of those stories link through to our partner's site. So it increases referral traffic through to the site. And then third off, there's opportunity for increased revenue for the site because you can know more about your users. And if, for example, you're an ads targeting business or a media business like the Huffington Post, you can target your ads and target your content more specifically.